subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
The four aspects of communication skills, which are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Let us look at each one in detail.
हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्कार। हम अलग अलग परिस्थितियों में अलग अलग भाषाओं का प्रयोग करते हैं। हमारा घर पे बात करने का तरीका, दोस्तों के साथ बात करने का तरीका और ऑफिस में बात करने के तरीके में फर्क है। और इसी तरह कस्टमर से बात करने का भी एक तरीका होगा जिसका हमें ध्यान रखना है। कस्टमर से बात करते वक्त जरूरी है कि आप अच्छी लैंग्वेज और अच्छे वाक्यों का प्रयोग करें। कुछ वाक्य जैसे यू नीड टू, प्लीज पे, ऐसे वाक्य कस्टमर को यह महसूस करवाते हैं कि आप उन पर कोई जबरदस्ती कर रहे हैं, कुछ प्रेशर डाल रहे हैं। ऐसे वाक्यों का प्रयोग ना करें। इनकी बजाय वाक्य जैसे Our records show you have a balance of, we find it best when, इस तरीके के वाक्यों का प्रयोग करें। कस्टमर से बातचीत करते वक्त यदि आपकी लैंग्वेज स्किल सही है तो कस्टमर का परचेज डिसीजन सीधा सीधा प्रभावित हो सकता है। आइए देखते हैं कस्टमर से इंटरेक्शन करते वक्त किन चीजों का ख्याल रखें। सबसे पहले और सबसे जरूरी, कस्टमर से मिलते वक्त अपने चेहरे पर एक स्माइल रखें। कस्टमर को महसूस कराएं कि वो आपके लिए बहुत खास है। कस्टमर पे पूरा अटेंशन दें। कस्टमर के साथ केवल सकारात्मक शब्दों का प्रयोग करें, जैसे कि ये गलत है के बजाय प्रयोग करें यह सही नहीं। अब कुछ ना करने वाली बात, जब तक मुमकिन हो कस्टमर के साथ शेड्यूल्ड मीटिंग को डिले ना करें। अपने लैंग्वेज में किसी भी तरीके के अपशब्द का प्रयोग ना करें। कस्टमर के साथ बातचीत करते वक्त ध्यान रखें कि आप विनम्र हो। जहां भी सॉरी या थैंक यू की जरूरत हो, इन शब्दों का प्रयोग जरूर करें। अब आपको पता है कि कस्टमर के साथ बातचीत करते वक्त किन चीजों का ख्याल रखें। अगर आपकी लैंग्वेज स्किल्स अच्छी हैं तो आप अपने 20 सेल्स के टारगेट की तरफ एक और कदम बढ़ा लेंगे।
Listening is one of the most important aspects of effective communication. In a customer scenario, your job role is constantly customer oriented, so listening is a very important skill. As a sales executive, your job is to build rapport with the customers and provide information to them. Listening actively is a prerequisite for rapport building. To listen effectively, make sure you are focusing fully on the speaker, his or her body language and other non-verbal cues. Avoid interrupting or trying to redirect the conversation to your own concerns. Remember that listening is not the same as waiting for your turn to talk. If you are waiting for your turn to talk, you cannot concentrate on what the other person is saying. When listening, avoid being judgmental. Show your interest in what's being said. You can nod occasionally and smile at that person. Read through the next two slides to understand an example of both effective listening and ineffective listening. Speaking skills. To speak effectively, you must know your content well. Use simple language and use examples, as customers will understand you better with the use of examples. Be aware of your body language so that it shows in your voice. Avoid using jargons, slang, and technical terms while communicating with the customer. And remember to speak clearly. Let us now look at components of speaking skills. The important components that you must keep in mind when speaking are tone, comprehension, grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, fluency, body language, and rate of speech. In the next few slides, you can look at each one of these in detail. The next aspect of communication is reading. Reading refers to the specific abilities that enable a person to read with independence and interact with the message. Good reading skills help you to comprehend ideas, follow arguments, and detect implications. You can extract from the reading what is important for your particular task. As a sales executive, you need to read work orders, brochures, specification of OEMs, and others, etc., related to the job. You also need to read instructions, guidelines, procedures, and rules. There are 3 techniques to practice good reading skills: scanning, skimming, and reading for detail. Go through the next 3 slides to understand each of these techniques in detail. The last aspect of good communication is writing. Writing is a medium of communication that represents language through the inscription of signs and symbols. You will use your writing skills to write mails, reports, and communicate effectively at work. It is very crucial to have effective writing skills because often you will communicate with others through mails or written reports. For a brief writing style, omit needless words, combine sentences wherever necessary, and reframe the sentences in the best possible way. For example, instead of saying, "Our main objective is to increase sales," specifically, the objective is to double sales in the next 5 years by becoming a more successful business. You can simply say, "Our objective is to double sales in the next 5 years." To write effectively, you must plan, organize, and then write. Assemble all useful information. Determine what's important and choose what to leave out. And then group the information logically. Effective writing enables you to record complete and correct customer discussions in the CRM. It helps you to formulate correct sentences without any grammatical errors. And you can record precise and clear information for analysis or action by other departments. Since a large part of the writing communication is done through emails, go through the next few slides to understand how to make your emails much more effective. Let us now see what makes communication effective. As per the Mehrabian principle, 93% of our communication comes from the non-verbal aspect. That is, 55% from body language and 38% from voice. And only 7% is what you say. Now that we know that words account for only 7% of importance in a conversation, we should really focus on the remaining 93% in depth. Most sales executives get stuck to finding the right words and ignore the more important non-verbal aspect of communication. By focusing on the non-verbal, you can do a better job of communicating. To make any communication effective, 4 things are important: voice or how you speak, body language, how to have a positive and open body language, listening, how do you listen for understanding, and finally probing, how do you question to uncover needs. We have already discussed how to speak and how to listen for understanding. Let us now focus.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.